Welcome to the deep dive. Today, you and I are taking a really fascinating journey into Bihar. It's an Indian state absolutely packed with cultural heritage. We've looked through quite a bit of material history, traditions, landmarks, even language.
Yeah, quite a range of sources.
And our mission really is to uncover the most compelling parts of Bihar for you.
Exactly. Not just a list of facts, but, what actually makes it tick, historically and culturally.
Okay, so let's kick off with those historical roots. The sources immediately highlight Nalanda and Vikramashila universities.
Yeah.
These were kind of a big deal, right? More than just old school.
Oh, absolutely. A huge deal. We're talking global influence centuries ago. Scholars traveled there from, all across Asia.
Wow, really? Like where?
Think Tibet, China, Korea. They were drawn by the depth of Buddhist philosophy taught there, logic, even medicine. They were real pioneers in organized learning.
Oh, pioneers, okay. And then there's Bihar's role as the heart of the Maurya Empire. Chandragupta Maurya, Emperor Ashoka. How significant was that era?
Immensely significant. I mean, the Mauryan Empire was the first major power to unify a huge chunk of the subcontinent.
Right.
It really laid the groundwork for so much of India's later administration. And Ashoka, his conversion to Buddhism and those famous edicts on peace and welfare, that had a profound ethical impact, far beyond just India.
Yeah, you can still feel that resonance, which leads us nicely into religion. Bihar's where Buddhism and Jainism have incredibly deep roots.
That's right.
Buddha's enlightenment happened in Bodh Gaya, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That's huge.
It really is. Bodh Gaya is, you could say, the spiritual core of Buddhism. But pilgrims still flock there from all over the world. And you also mentioned Jainism. Vaishali was important for Jains, but it also has this amazing claim as like one of the world's very first republic.
Oh, republic back then. Wow. Okay, let's shift gears a bit to the cultural side. Festivals, Chath Puja sounds really unique with the devotion to the sun god.
It really is special. It shows that deep connection in Bihar between, tradition, nature, and spirituality. It's quite powerful.
And it exists alongside the big ones like Holi, Diwali, Eid.
Exactly. It paints a picture of, cultural harmony, a real blend of traditions coexisting in the state's social fabric.
And the art. Madhubani painting, those images are stunning. How did it become so well-known globally?
Well, what's fascinating is its origin. It started as a folk art, traditionally done by women in the Mithila region.
Right.
But the style, those intricate patterns, the vibrant colors depicting nature and gods, it just has this unique visual punch that's really captured international attention.
I can see that. Now, food. You mentioned litti choka, sattu paratha. Makes you hungry just hearing it. What's the essence of Bihar's cuisine?
I'd say it's very grounded. It emphasizes local, seasonal stuff, simple preparations, but really flavorful.
Connected to agriculture, daily life.
Definitely, very much so. And don't forget the sweets like khaja and balushahi.
Yes, can't forget the sweets. Okay, landmarks. Mahabodhi Temple in Bodh Gaya is clearly top of the list. What makes it such a draw for pilgrims?
Well, besides being the actual spot of Buddha's enlightenment, which is obviously huge.
Of course.
The temple itself, the architecture, the whole atmosphere, it just creates this powerful sense of history and deep spirituality for anyone who visits.
And Vaishali, back to that First Republic idea, it feels almost modern, doesn't it, for such an ancient place?
It really does. It's an early example of, self-governance. It underlines Bihar's contribution to political thinking way back when.
Amazing. Finally, let's touch on language and literature. Hindi, Bhojpuri, Maithili, Magahi. Quite a linguistic mix.
It is, yeah. Reflects the diversity within the state itself.
And the folk songs, especially at weddings, that sounds lovely.
Oh, absolutely. That's a vital part of the oral tradition, passing down stories, customs, emotions.
Yeah.
It keeps the culture alive generation after generation.
And we have to mention literary figures like Ramdhari, Singh, Dinkar, and Phanishwar, Nath, Renu. What was their impact on Hindi literature?
They were really important. They brought a distinct Bihari voice, certain sensibility to Hindi writing, often focused on social issues, rural life, with real depth and empathy. Pioneers in their own right.
So putting it all together, Bihar really seems to be this incredible meeting point. Ancient history, deep spirituality, and this really vibrant, living culture all converging.
Exactly that. It's a land that has fundamentally shaped India's intellectual, spiritual, and cultural story in so many ways.
Okay, so here's something to ponder for you, our listener. Considering Bihar's incredible legacy centuries as a hub for learning, for governance, for spiritual breakthroughs, how might that deep history still be influencing India today, maybe in subtle ways we don't always see? And thinking about that vibrant culture, what other hidden gems, what other layers might still be there waiting to be explored? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.